Indiana Fever's Sophie Cunningham fires back against WNBA for implementing another fine. The Indiana Fever is fighting for the playoff spot, and they are still the contender for the WNBA title under head coach Stephanie White. Amid the 2025 season, the franchise have seen ups and downs with injuries, fines, and performances. Their star player Sophie Cunningham has always been talk of the league, and this time, she dropped a statement against the league. Indiana Fever is the popular WNBA franchise, and they have players like Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham, and Kelsey Mitchell who bring market value. The rise of Fever in league branding has been a big part of discussion. However, Stephanie White's troops are taking a dark turn in the second half of the season, where each game is crucial for the playoffs. Also read, injury ends Sophie Cunningham's 2025 WNBA season as Indiana Fever face mounting absences and roster depth concerns. Sophie Cunningham says WNBA fined her after every episode of her podcast. Sophie Cunningham will always find her name in the social media trends and discussion of the media stories. The star player has been fined 3 times since the start of her off-court business. The 29-year-old runs a personal podcast named Show Me Something. This show was started during the Fever season. Some of her statements on the podcast have not gone over well with the WNBA. The league handed over another fine after Cunningham's latest comment on Dallas Wings star Paige Bueckers. She commented on how the officials treat Paige Bueckers, the No. 1 overall pick in the 2025 WNBA draft. I love Paige to death, don't get me wrong, Cunningham said back on August 13. I think she's an expletive of a player and would love to play with her one day. But those rats were giving her every frickin' whistle last night, like you literally couldn't touch her. That's just so annoying to me. Following the third fine of the season, Cunningham shared her thoughts and fired back on the league while talking on latest episode of the Show Me Something podcast. I'm officially 3 for 3 on being fined by the WNBA, Cunningham said. They didn't like my comment on Paige Bueckers. I didn't even say anything bad. Cunningham is taking fun on the league's fine and clearly indicated that these fines doesn't bother her. As per Yahoo Sports, the Indiana Star claims that the WNBA has fined her after every episode of her Show Me Something podcast. Her sister, Lindsay Cunningham, also joined the protest against the league for putting fines on Sophie. She went to social media and said, maybe you should focus less on fining players for commenting on your poor officiating and more about hiring officials that are able to call a consistent game and protect your athletes. Pathetic. Praying for you. The 29-year-old is out for the entire season due to a season-ending injury. She had MCL tear in her right knee during her team's matchup against the Connecticut Sun. She is the third Indiana player to be ruled out for the rest of the season. Cunningham joined the Indiana Fever in 2025 and posted 8.6 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 1.2 assists per game in her first season with the franchise. Her injury gave big setbacks to the Fever in pursuit of the WNBA title. Caitlin Clark is already going through a recovery process. Ari McDonald and Sydney Colson both have been ruled out for the remainder of the season.